Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about DSU Tuscany Scholarship. And by the end of this video, you're going to know about that of the scholarship amount, the requirements, the deadlines, documents required, and everything. Take a seat. Let's get through today's video. Hi, hello, my name is Anne, and on this channel I do create content about scholarships and affordable study opportunities available in Italy. In today's video, we're going to talk about DSU Tuscany, which is the regional scholarship for universities located in the Tuscany region of Italy. Who can apply? Bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD, specialization programs in AFAM institutions. Now let's talk about the featured universities. So the featured universities are the University of Florence, the University of Pisa, the University of Siena, and then AFAMs located in these areas as well. So AFAMs located in Florence, AFAMs located in Pisa, AFAMs located in Siena. Yes, so that is what you need to take note of. Now, what are the general scholarship benefits? It comes with stipends, it comes with accommodation, it comes with daily meals, possibility of tuition exemption or reduction. Then international mobility. What you should take note of is regional scholarships have two requirements. Okay, so one, that of the merit, and second, that of the economic. For that of the DSU Tuscany scholarship, the merit requirements for first year students is during the first year when you apply as a now, that of the merit is calculated ex post. That means the first semester the amount is going to be released to the student based only on the student's family's economic condition. But then for the remaining amount to be paid, the students would have to meet the merit requirements to be able to get the remaining amount and then also renew the scholarship. Let's look at the credits required. So the student is required to get this credit by 10th of August 2026. That is for first years. So for those going for bachelor's degree, they need 20 credits, master's degree 15 credits, single cycle master's degree 20 credits. Those in the University of Pisa going for the program in construction, engineering, and architecture, they need 16 credits. Florence, that are going for master's degree in medicine and surgery, they need 15 credits. Then at the University of Pisa, those going for medicine and surgery, they need 19 credits. Then at the University of Siena, those going for master's degree in medicine and surgery, they need 18 credits. Now for those in subsequent years, if the student is in second year going for bachelor's degree, they need 25 credits, third year 80 credits, and then in the fourth year they need that of 135 credits. So either in the fourth year or that of the extra semester. Okay, then for master's degree second year they need 30 credits, then not necessarily the third year, but then that of the extra semester, if they happen to be going for an extra semester, they need that of 80 credits. Now for single cycle master's degree program, second year 25 credits, third year 80, fourth year 135, fifth year 190, sixth year 245, and then if they happen to go for an extra semester, they will need that of 300 credits. So I know some will be wondering, what is the extra semester? What does it mean? So every program has a legal duration that is supposed to take. So if the master's degree is supposed to take 2 years, but then sometimes due to delay regarding that of a thesis, or probably you went abroad for Erasmus or anything like that, you might want to extend that of your course for an extra semester. And according to the regional scholarships, you can get funding for that extension. Then now let's talk about the economic requirements. So that regarding that of the ISA, you need the students applying for the scholarship, for them to qualify, their family's ISA should not be beyond 27,000 euros. And then that regarding that of the value of their assets, properties, and everything should not be beyond that of 60,000 euros. Okay, The ISE is that of the name for it in Italian, but then in English, it is that of the equivalent economic situation indicator. So if they're translating it to be like this, and then that of the ISP, it's become that of the equivalent financial situation indicator. Now let's talk about the scholarship amounts. Okay, so for you to know the amount that you'll be getting for the regional scholarship, you first of all need to know your family's easier bracket and that you'll be falling in, and then also that of the category of students that you are. So the amounts are divided based on the student's family's income bracket and then that of the category of student. So it's either you're an away from home student, you're a commuter, or you're a student living closer to the seat of the program where the course is taking place. And then if you're easier for in this bracket, the first bracket is from 0 to 13,500 euros. Second bracket from 13,500.01 to 18,000 euros. Then third bracket 18,000.01 to 27,000 euros. So if you do fall in the first bracket and then you are a student in seat, you live closer to the vicinity, then you'll be getting 2,429 plus one free daily meal. As a commuter, you get 3,903 plus one free daily meal. As an out-of-town student, you'll be getting that of 3,534, that is if you fall in the first income bracket, plus two free daily meals and free accommodation. Take note, this is just the stipend, but then the cost for the accommodation and everything, I'm going to break it down to you. So in total, the amount you'll be getting is over 7,000 euros. So take note of that. Then if that is for the out-of-town student, then if the student falls in the second income bracket, they'll be getting that of 2,001 and then one free daily meal if they happen to be an in-seat student. If the student is a commuter, they'll get 3,283 plus one free daily meal. If the student is an off-site student, then the student will be getting 2,473 plus two free daily meals and free accommodation. Then the third bracket, if the student happens to be that of an in-seat student, the student will get 1,750 plus one free daily meal. Then if the student happens to be a commuter, the student will be getting 2,458 plus one free daily meal. Then if the student happens to be an off-site student, the student will get two free daily meals plus accommodation and 1,320 euros. Now, there are conditions where the scholarship amounts can be increased, and this condition had to do with independent female students enrolled in STEM courses. So for such a student, if they should fall in the first bracket, they'll get 2,571 if they are an in-seat student and then one free daily meal. If the student is a commuter, you get 4,110 plus one free daily meal. She will get. Then, as an off-site student, she will get 3,888 plus two free daily meals and free accommodation. If they fall in the second income bracket, then the student will get 2,300 euros plus one free daily meal if the student is an in-seat student. If the student is a commuter, 3,080 plus one free daily meal. If the student is an off-site student, they should be getting 2,310 plus two free daily meals and free accommodation. Then the other condition has to do with just independent students, those who may not necessarily be studying in STEM, but then they are independent students. They meet the requirements to be considered as independent students. If they do fall in the first income bracket, then you can see here the student will be getting 7,284 plus one free daily meal if they are autonomous students living at home and commuter. If they are closer to the seats of the program or they are commuters, the student will be getting this. Then if they happen to be an off-site student, then they'll be getting stipend of that of 3,534 plus two free daily meals and free accommodation. Therefore, in the second income bracket, the the student will be getting 6,223 plus one free daily meal if they happen to be an in-seat or a commuter. For the out-of-town students, he or she will be getting 2,473 plus two free daily meals and free accommodation. If the independent student falls in the third income bracket, then he or she will be getting 5,070 plus one free daily meal if he or she is an in-seat student or a commuter. If he or she is an independent student, then he or she will be getting 1,320 plus two free daily meals and free accommodation. What are the amounts for accommodation and canteen? For that of the canteen, students living at home, the amount is 850. Commuter students, the amount is 850 because they'll be getting one daily meal. But then for the off-site students, the amount is 1,600 because they'll be getting two daily meals. Then for the accommodation, it's only the off-site student that will be getting accommodation. So the amount stipulated for accommodation is 3,000 euros. So in total, for that of amount for accommodation and canteen, it is that of 4,600 euros. For students applying for scholarship following the filter semester, those are students going for that of medicine and surgery. The canteen for those living at home is 425. For commuter is 425, and then for students living away from home, the amount is 800 euros. Then for accommodation for the off-site students it is that of 1,500 euros. Now I'm going to talk about the meals and accommodation structure. Then I'm going to talk to you about the documents required. So for that of the accommodation, the duration of the accommodation is, for those going for its winners of the annual accommodation, the accommodation starts from 1st of October 2025 to that of 30th of September 2026. Okay, it's free of charge for those who win the annual accommodation. And for those who go for accommodation just for the semester, it is from 1st of October 2025 to that of 31st of March 2026. If they intend to stay in for the next semester, then they will have to pay amount of 250 euros per month, which is very, very affordable. Then for the canteen service, winners of the annual scholarship, their period starts from 1st of October 2025 to that of 30th of September 2026. I'm explaining this because some students actually do reach out to me. They're like, when would the accommodation start and everything? Yes, this is the structure for the accommodation and the meals. Documents required. For those within Italy, you're supposed to revert to the CAF for the calculation of the ISEU, the one that gives you access to university benefit. With that, you can easily use it to send the application. But then for foreign students, you're supposed to provide documentation regarding your family's composition, income earned by your family, that of properties and assets that you own. Okay, so you can see this has been attached in the appendix of the COF application, and then on the website you can also find the details clearly. So as you can see here, those coming from the European Union, there is Appendix D, a form that they can fill for the declaration, self-declaration. But then for non-EU students, you're actually supposed to get the document from the authorities in your home country. Okay, so the documentation, as you can see here, it should cover everything that is owned by your family, your assets, your income and everything as at from 1st of January 2024 till that of the 31st of December 2024. Then the documentation must be translated into Italian, legalized by the Italian authority in your home country. Then you're going to use it, you're going to transmit it to DSU Tuscany. I'm going to explain in detail the documents that they require, but then in general, this is what you need to take note of. Then for non-EU students coming from developing countries or particularly poor countries, you're supposed to just revert to the Italian consulate in your home country. Okay, so you can see certification issued in the calendar year 2025 from the Italian representation in the country of origin or from the diplomatic authority of the country, stating that you're not known to come from a family with high economic standing. The documents required in detail from non-EU students, as I mentioned, is in Appendix B of the Core of Applications, and then on the site as well. So you need to provide the documents focusing on on your family status. So documents stating the composition of your family. Then there might be special situations. In the case of divorce, you need to provide a divorce certificate. In the case of separation, you need to provide a certificate on that. Then in the event of the death of a parent, you need to provide proof, a certificate. Then if the student has not been recognized by the parent, you need to provide proof. In any special situation at all, you need to provide proof. If there's a presence of a guardian in the family, you need to provide proof on that as well. Now, regarding that of the income, certification issued by the public administration responsible for tax matters, showing the total gross income, including taxes from employment or pensions received by each adult member of the family in the calendar year 2024. So reach out to that of the authorities in your home country for the document on your family's income. There's special situations. In an instance where you are unable to get the certificate, you can present one of the following: certificates issued by your employer showing the salary received in the calendar year 2024, January to December, including taxes. Then your last pay slip, that is December 2024, only if it shows the total income received in 2024. Or all your 12 monthly pay slips for income received in the calendar year 2024 if the total income is not shown on your last pay slip. Okay, so you can also send this, you can present these documents to the scholarship body. For adult family members who without income, if the person is a student, then you need the certificate of the university enrollment. If the student is unemployed, then you need a certificate indicating that of their unemployment status. Were they fired from work? Did they resign? Were they not feeling well? You just need to show a proof of that. Then if the person is a stay-at-home mom, that can be certified in the family status certificate. And then for those unemployed and you don't have any form of proof, maybe the person has just not gotten work, and in Africa some parts there is nowhere you can get a document on unemployment. It should also be certified in the family composition certificate. So beside the person's name, it should be written that the person is unemployed. Okay. Then the third category of documents required is that of documents regarding your family's buildings. So it's a certification of all buildings owned as at 31st of December 2024 by each member of the family, indicating the surface area in square meters. So residential house ownership, that is a certificate of ownership with surface area, if used free of charge. Document certifying that the building is owned by someone who is not a member of the household, and everything. If you have a valid rental agreement, then your rental agreement valid on the date of the application. Then in the absence of the above document, certificates showing that you do not own any property needs to be provided, or also needs to be indicated in the document that you'll be providing. In an instance where you own other buildings, then you're also supposed to submit proof of that. Then movable assets, certificates issued by banks and financial institutions for current accounts, deposits of any kind, rechargeable prepaid cards and credit cards, shares and bonds and securities in general as at 31st of December 2024 for each family member. Now, all of these documents, after you're done getting it from the authorities in your home country, or getting the originals, just like I stated, your pay slips and everything, you're going to, if you do get the documentation, you're going to translate it into Italian and then get it legalized. Then you're going to send these documents, the originals, to DSU Toscana. Now, please listen to the details. After you're done with the submission of the application online, the receipt made available in the personal area must be downloaded and printed and sent attaching the documentation indicated in what I've explained to you within the following deadlines by 5th of September 2025 for students enrolled in a degree course and in the filter semester as at one of the universities, like in the University of Pisa, Florence, or that of Siena. Filter semester is for those going for medicine, as I explained earlier, or by 14th of November 2025 for students enrolled in doctoral or postgraduate programs. From 30th of January 2026 to 28th of February 2026 for students enrolled in a filter semester at universities based in another region. The documents that has been referred to, they must be submitted in original form. And then take note, the documents will not be returned to you, the student. It will be kept by the regional agency. And then if certified copies are required, the student must supply them. You must also indicate a copy of a valid ID. Okay, it must be attached to the document that you'll be sending. You must send it by registered mail with acknowledgement of receipt or by express courier to one of the following addresses. If you're going to a university or that of an firm located in Florence, then you must send it to DSU TUSCANA Servizio Benefici e Interventi Monetari. So if you're going to Pisa, then you send it to this address. If you're going to that of the universities based in Siena, then you're going to send it to this address. So please go to the call for applications and write down the address. Now let's talk about the publication of rankings. So for that of bachelor's and single cycle master's degree first year, the provisional ranking list will be out by 30th of September 2025. Then the definitive ranking list will be out by 4th of November 2025. But then this is only for the scholarship. And then the final definitive ranking list will be out by 1st of December 2025. Then for those going for master's degree first year, the provisional ranking list will be out by 30th of September 2025. And then the definitive ranking list will be out by 1st of December 2025. For those going for bachelor's degree, master's degree, and single cycle master's degree, that is years after the first subsequent years, the provisional ranking list will come on the same date, the definitive on the same date. For PhD and specialization courses first year and then subsequent years, the provisional ranking list will be out by 15th of December 2025, and then the definitive ranking list will be out by 15th of January 2026. And then for students enrolled in the filter semester in other regions, first year, the provisional ranking list will be out by 10th of March 2026, and then the definitive one will be out by 31st of March 2026. Now let's talk about payments of the scholarship. So for students enrolled in the first year of the bachelor's degree, master's degree, or single cycle master's degree program, 50% of the amount will be paid by December 2025. The remaining amount will only be paid if the student meets that of the merit requirements by 10th of August 2026. So if they achieve that of the merit requirements by that of 31st of May 2026, then the amount will be paid by 30th of June 2026. If they achieve it by 10th of August 2026, then the amount will be paid by 31st of October 2026. Now, for those other students, the 50% of the amount will be paid by December 2025. Then the remaining amount will be paid by 30th of June 2026. Now, there are courses for revocations, there are courses for losing the scholarship, and some that you need to take note of is if you make false declarations, when a regional body finds out, it's going to get you in trouble. If you end up getting expelled from your university, if you end up moving to another region or forfeiting your studies, that can get you to lose the scholarship. If you also end up not meeting the merit requirements stipulated, then you end up losing the scholarship. Also, if you don't end up enrolling in the university by the specified deadlines from your specific university, they give you the deadline by which you should enroll for the academic year, then you end up losing the scholarship as well. So these are some of the things I need to take note of. Then for you to apply, you're going to go on to the sportellostudente.dsu.toscana.it website, and then from there you follow the procedure to apply. Now let's talk about the deadline. So the scholarship is open until 5th of September 2025. Okay, that is for students enrolled or intending to enroll in undergraduate, graduate, and single cycle degree programs. Then it's from September 25th, 2025 till 1 p.m. on November 14th, 2025 for students enrolled in doctoral and specialization programs. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.